No.
We're at 7:53. It's time for News Extra, and if that music sounds familiar, it is the theme of Thanksgiving in the Valley for lo these many years. That's our subject today, and here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, Thanksgiving in the Valley, 30 years, as Denny and I mentioned, and Denny and I have some stories from that first year. Too bad we don't.
Spilled gravy.
Spilled gravy. Spilled gravy in my old station wagon, and just a lot of different things. And in fact, we tried to set it up at the Mayflower building that year, but all the people showed up at the Guadalupe Center, so that's why we end up at the Guadalupe Center every year. But anyway, 30th anniversary of Thanksgiving in the Valley. Jill Allen is here from the Scottsbluff County Volunteer Center. Kendra Feather as well, who basically runs the show now. I'm just kind of a figurehead and just do whatever Kendra tells me to do. So, but we'll talk to Jill here first. The Volunteer Center, of course, does all the meals that are delivered. And when we first started, we didn't have meals delivered out, but now it is a big part of Thanksgiving in the Valley. We had, about 300 people almost? Close to 300 last year.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Right?
It's varied between 200 to 400 every year. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of people that need a meal. So.
It is. It's a lot of people. You do have all the all the drivers already you need.
It is awesome. I already have all the drivers lined up that we need this year, but we do need people to sign up. I know they usually come in at the last minute, but I'd like to start getting people signed up and getting those routed out how I need to have them delivered.
All right. So if you need a meal on Thanksgiving Day, you need to give Jill a call at 632-3736. Now, how many drivers? Do you have any idea how many drivers you got?
I always book about 26 drivers.
Yeah. Okay. And it's a lot of the same people every year.
It is, but there's always new ones, and I thought it was fun this year. I had a guy that calls every year to drive, and I'm always full by the time he drives. This year I had a spot for him, so he's excited to drive.
So he's excited to do it. That's good. All right. So we're going to talk to Jill about some other stuff for the Volunteer Center here in just a minute, but it's good you have all those drivers lined up already.
Oh, it's
fantastic.
awesome. Everybody's so excited to help every year, so it's great.
All right. Good deal. All right. So Kendra's here, too, as well. Let's talk about just the basic meal at the Guadalupe Center. If you don't know where that is, it's at 1200 East 9th Street in Scottsbluff. And let's talk about our cook, first of all, Randy Thruston, right?
Yes, Randy Thruston. As Kevin said, I think Randy's cook. He's been part of it for almost the whole time, too.
He's been part of it for almost the whole time, either helping with the meal or as the main chef now main cook for a long time.
Yep, Randy works at least 2 days and 2.5 days because he has to start Tuesday because with 22 turkeys and just preparing them to get ready to cook, and they're down either an oven or two at the Elks because we have to prepare the meal there just because of how many ovens it takes to prepare it. And he's short a little on a crew, so with his cooking crew, he might need 1 or 2 more people to help out.
Might need another person right now in the afternoon on Wednesday. If you can help out starting at 1, maybe go to 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. If you could help out Randy, that would be great. Just give us a call at the station. We'll make sure we get your name
Just call
over
us
to
at
Randy.
632-7121. Ask for Kevin or myself, and we sure could use the help, especially if you have some kitchen experience, especially with large preparation of food, because it's a big job. I might have to suit up and help more this year with that, but a lot of times Kevin and I are getting the Guadalupe Center ready for the meal for the next day.
That's pretty much what we do on Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah. So how that starts off, we usually start with our volunteers at 8:30 at the Guadalupe Center. We have a great group of kids, and Chuck brings his kids. I'm sorry, I forgot Chuck's last name right now.
Chuck Richter?
Yeah, Chuck Richter brings a great group of kids. They help set up the tables and all the heavy lifting. And they're like little ninjas, I call them, because they are like 15 to 20 minutes, and they have the table set, all covered with the table coverings, and they're good to go.
Yeah.
So we sure appreciate those kids that come in. We also have some people we'd like to thank, besides Jill and her family and the volunteers that help out. The Scottsbluff and Gehring Soup Kitchen, Julio and Maggie Burnell, Melvin Shockley and Dorothy Fox, Monty Flock, who makes some great cornbread muffins. He grows the corn, harvests the corn, grinds the corn, and makes those muffins from scratch, so he puts in the extra time. Suzanne Myers and her Pro Start class at the Scottsbluff High School make us some extra pies. And they are from scratch, and they're pretty good-looking pies that come in. The Noon Kiwanis group, Kevin's part of that. I'm lucky to be on Jill's board at the Scottsbluff County Volunteer Center. And we just have a great group of people. I guess the only thing we say sometimes, we sometimes get too many volunteers, and they feel like they aren't doing enough work. But how can you think that that's not a blessing to have too
Yeah.
many volunteers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we find something for everyone to do. So please
Yeah.
come. Part of the meal is just coming and spending time with people that may not get to see anybody on that Thanksgiving holiday. So we sure appreciate you just coming
going
in and
over
visiting.
and talking to people is
Yeah.
a big thing.
It just
that
makes
day.
their day, and it's something, I guess, it's just a real special day, and you have such a good feeling when you leave there that day, and you may be exhausted, but it's a wonderful day.
Yeah. All right, let's quickly take a break. We'll be right back after this. And we should mention maybe all these sponsors
Yep.
too.
You can talk to Jill, and then we'll finish it up with
Okay.
our sponsors.
All right.
Technical solutions to keep your
We got
small or
about
medium business computer system up and
2
running.
minutes.
Not having a secure wireless network can put your computers at risk. Call Intralinks.
That's like when you said, well, we can split the show when those other folks showed up. It's impossible to do that anymore.
Wireless network. For weekly tips
was
and
nice of them.
information, friend
Yeah, it
Intralinks on
was.
Facebook at intralinks.net/Facebook.
We are back on Thanksgiving and on News Extra, talking about Thanksgiving in the Valley, and the 30th year this year over at the Guadalupe Center. Jill Allen from the Volunteer Center is here, along with Kendra Feather. And quickly, we wanted to talk to Jill. You've got some money this week for your organization.
It
It's
has
great,
been an
isn't it?
amazing week. I have not been able to believe it. We started on Monday. The West Nebraska All-Stars gave us $2,500 to help support our programs. And then yesterday, we've been collecting co-op receipts, and we're still collecting, so if you have co-op receipts, don't throw them away. We will take them. But once you collect 100,000 of receipts, co-op will give you $1,000. So we were given that yesterday, again, to help support our programs. And then Valley Bank and Insurance surprised us yesterday. They showed up at my office with a $750 check to help towards snow angels. So quite a week.
That's and you're going to get, I think, another donation on Friday,
We
although we
are.
don't know exactly how
Yeah,
much,
and it's
right?
a surprise. Wolf Auto for the Snow Angel program. Anyone that went in there during the week, they gave $10 toward our cause every time someone test drove a car. And so they haven't told us the total. They're going to surprise us on Friday with it. So
All right, that's great. That's
Awesome.
fantastic. Very good. All right, quickly, we need to thank some of the sponsors here for Thanksgiving in the Valley that give us some of the food and all that stuff.
The Elks Lodge for their bill, the kitchen, Owl Communications for our turkeys, Highland Roberts Dairy for the milk, Ideal Linen for the linens for the day, Northfield Retirement Communities for the pies and cookies, marketing consultants who have partnered to give us bags this year, and monetary donations from Team Auto Center, Great Western Bank, and St. Francis Episcopal Church.
Very good.
So
All
I didn't
right.
mean to rush those in fast, but thank you, and a big thanks to our volunteers.
Yeah. So all those people,
Thank you
we
so
just
much.
thank everybody that helps out with this, including all those wonderful businesses that give us some monetary donations as well. All right, we're ready. We're getting geared up, right?
we're ready to go. So if you
right.
need a meal, please
All right.
give us a call.
All right. If you need a meal, give Jill a call, 632-3736. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it.